Hey friends, welcome back to another video. So if it feels like it's been a long time, that's because it has. It's been a few weeks. Life has just been busy. What can I say? I went and visited my family back in Kentucky for Mother's Day. I got to see my mom, and it was Abby, myself, and the little puppy, and we had a good time. It was good to see family. I hadn't seen my family in 5 or 6 months, so it was good to see them. But we are back, and I have a lot of cleaning to do in today's video. So as you can see, everything is out of place, and there's just a lot of cleaning that needs to be done. I'm going to be washing our bed sheets, and I just wanted to get everything back into place after being gone. You know that feeling when you're gone for a while and you're just ready to get back home and get back into a routine, and that's what I was feeling. So once again, thank you for joining me, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Throw these sheets in the washer and let those wash while we are doing our cleaning today. I want to go ahead and preface and say that this video is just a little bit all over the place, and this is typically how I clean. I kind of just go with the flow and do what I see in front of me. So just all over the place, all over the house cleaning. So you'll see me going back and forth from the washer to the bedroom, to the bathroom, to baking, to back to the bedroom. This is just how a typical day is in the life of this mama. So I want to go ahead and let y'all know that before we get started. So in a lot of my videos, you'll see me starting out in my bedroom. That's typically where I start out cleaning for the day. I feel like once my bedroom is clean, it just gives me motivation to get the rest of the house clean. I usually go like from one side of our house to the other. So I start in my bedroom, and then we'll go into the kitchen, living room, and then the rest of the room. So right now I am getting everything taken off of the floors and thrown onto the bed. This is just how my brain is able to handle the mess. Once the floor is clean, I feel a lot better, a lot less stressed. So that's what I'm doing right now. As I said, we just got back from visiting family, and we had tons of laundry. So if you're needing laundry motivation, here it is. Here it is, my friends. That is the worst part of going on any trip, just all the laundry that you have when you get back. And I even tried to stay on top of our laundry while I was visiting my family, and did a load of laundry before we got back. And even then, we still had a lot of laundry. I don't know how that's possible, but anyway, so we're gonna get this knocked out, and it's really satisfying watching this back and seeing the pile get smaller and smaller. So let's get our laundry done, guys. comment down below what your system is for doing laundry. So I have tried several things. I have tried doing the several baskets, like putting my husband's clothes in one basket once I fold it, putting my clothes in another, putting Abby's clothes in another. I've tried, what else have I tried? I don't know, I can't remember, but I have tried several methods to putting away the laundry and folding. And this just seems to be the easiest. I fold it typically, you'll see me in a lot of videos folding in different parts of my house, but typically I will do laundry on our bed. That way it kind of forces me to have to put it away. And that seems to be the best method for me. And it's closer to a lot of the areas where the clothes will be eventually put away. So y'all let me know what your method is for the folding and putting away of the laundry. And I try to keep a neutral ground as far as politics on this channel. That's not anything that I really am interested. Honestly, I try to stay as far away as politics as possible, but I am a faith-based channel, and I feel like I need to speak more on that. So while I'm getting all this laundry put away, let's talk about my faith. So I am Apostolic Pentecostal. Me, my husband are. Both of our families are. We follow the apostles' doctrine. We believe that there is one God, and Jesus is God manifest in the flesh, and the Holy Ghost is also God. So if you have any more questions, please let me know. I am not going to debate with you, but if you have genuine questions as to why we do certain things, I am definitely open to answering those questions. I will not get offended, I promise. But I said all that to say this: if you have any prayer requests that you would like me to pray for, please let me know. I am definitely open and willing to pray for you if you need prayer. So please let me know if you have any prayer requests. We're all in this together, and we're all just working towards the same goal, and that is to make it to heaven and to help others out along that journey. So yeah, that's just a little bit more about myself and what we believe as Apostolic Pentecostals. right, so here we are switching out the laundry. I've got more laundry to fold, yay me. And I am going to move the sheets from the washer to the dryer. Can I also say, if it seems like I'm fumbling over my words, I am really tired right now. It's currently 9 o'clock p.m. as I'm filming this voiceover, and y'all might not think that 9 o'clock is very late, but to this girl, it is. When you gotta get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to take care of a puppy and a toddler, and you gotta chase a toddler all day long. So if I seem tired, I am. Just bear with me, please. I appreciate you guys. Here's Oakley living his best life. I just had to include that in here. Thank goodness. Aren't you so thankful that God invented puppies and babies to have naps? I was thinking about that the other day, how I feel like God invented naps to give moms a break, because I do not know if I would be able to get anything done during the day if we did not have that blessed nap time. Okay, so I'm taking a quick break to post these shoes on Facebook Marketplace. They no longer fit me. I bought them when I was pregnant with Abigail and my feet were twice the size that they are now. But I had to leave this little clip in here. This is my goofy husband. To anybody that knows my husband knows that he is a mess. He is just a goofball, and one of the reasons why I married him, but I love him. Alright guys, is there anything better than freshly washed sheets? One of my favorite things in life. But I'm going to go ahead and get these sheets put back on the bed, on the mattress, and we'll see where we go from here. And you might be able to notice me singing along. I had turned up some praise and worship music this day. I was determined to get my house back in order and to get everything unpacked the day after I came back, because usually I procrastinated it, but I needed all the motivation this day. I wanted to ask you guys for your opinion. So there are several pieces of furniture throughout my house that I have redone with chalk paint, this desk actually being one of those. But I'm thinking about painting my bed and dresser set. They are always so dusty. I will dust them and I feel like 2 days later you can see the dust on them because of the sheen of the finish on them. It's really shiny and you can just really see the dust on them. So I'm thinking about painting them. I'm not quite sure if they are actually real wood. I'm leaning towards them not actually being real wood. So usually what I do is I will paint most of the piece and I will leave the top, sand it down and stain it for that contrast. But I'm not 100% sure if I would be able to do that with the bed and the dresser because it not being actual wood. So let me know what you all think about it. We plan on getting a king size bed, hopefully not anytime soon, but in our nearer future, I guess. But in the meantime, I'm really thinking about it. I keep going back and forth. I know it's a lot of work, so if we actually end up doing it, I'm probably gonna end up getting one of those spray paint guns, because I just know it'll cut the work in half. One of the reasons why I love being able to do what I'm doing is capturing moments like this. Watching this back just makes me want to cry. I hope that Abby will always remember having little worship sessions and praise sessions in the kitchen. Just something that I know I will always remember. guys, so we have finally moved away from the bedroom. I know you guys are probably sighing with relief. You're probably getting tired of seeing the bedroom. So we're moving on to the dishes and we're gonna get these knocked out. Thankfully we didn't have too many of them today. And what I like to do is stay on top of dishes, and it works out pretty well. I unload. So where do I start? It's like thinking about what came first, the chicken or the egg. In the mornings. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with the night before. So I start the dishwasher, I load it up the night before, and then in the morning, as soon as I can get to it, I will unload the dishwasher, and then throughout the day, I will put dishes in there to keep my sink clean. And then, this is the best part for me, it's not as overwhelming when you cook dinner and you have all these dishes throughout the day that have piled up on top of your dishes that you used to make dinner. That's not the case if you keep it managed during the day. Keep your dishes put away in the dishwasher, and then at dinner you only have like maybe 2 or 3 bigger pans, and then of course the dishes that were used to eat. So that has been my method and has worked out really good for us. And this would not be a Teresa Muller YouTube video if I did not have baking involved. Like I said, this is just a mix of everything in today's video. So, and I've got my my little helper here as always. So we're making a chocolate cake that I got from our church's food bank. So I tried to explain this, I believe it was in a spring cleaning video, and for some reason the audio got messed up, but our church has a food bank and I help out every other week. And so because I help out, all of the volunteers can pick a few things from the food bank that they would like to take home. And it has been a tremendous blessing for us. I try not to get greedy and take advantage of it, but it has been a tremendous blessing for us, especially as food prices continue to increase. So we are thankful for that. But anyways, I said all that to say this: we got this cake mix from the food bank that I worked that I think it was the previous week, but it's actually a it's like a cereal cake mix, and we made this. I brought another one to my parents when I went and visited, and we made it there too. And I chose not to put the cereal on top because it gets soggy the day after you make it. So you really need to eat all of it in one sitting, and that just never happens for our family. So I opted out of the cereal pieces on top, but they turn out really well. Do y'all see this? He is so crazy. He does this every single time I will vacuum. He tries to I don't know if he's trying to run away from the vacuum or like trying to play with the vacuum, but it is so funny. All right, now I've got all this stuff on our kitchen I've got all this stuff on our bathroom counter from where I had unpacked a little bit and got ready that day. So I'm getting everything just straightened up. No crazy deep cleaning in here today. Thank goodness. One of my least favorite things to do is clean bathrooms. But we're gonna get this put away really quick. now I'm getting our catch-all zone cleaned up. I've said it before, this space in our house is the catch-all room. If you do not have a room in your house that is the catch-all room, please tell me your secrets. I must know. As hard as I try to keep this laundry room clean and straightened up, it's the first room that we walk into. It's the room it's attached to our garage. So when we come in from our garage, whatever is in our hands gets put on the washer and dryer. So therefore, it gets left there, and things start piling up very quickly. So yeah, I got that cleaned up, and now we're putting on Abby's fresh sheets back on her bed. And funny story, so the potty training is going. Some days are better than others. Like today was a good day, but this day was not. Oakley was on the bed, on Abby's bed, like a day after I recorded this, and Derek had said something to him and scared him, and he peed on the sheets. So that's how, if you're wondering how our life has been going, that pretty much sums it up. I love watching these back and seeing Abby and Oakley play together. They are like, I'm not even kidding, they're like a brother and sister. The other day I was cleaning and Abby and Oakley were in the other room, and I heard Abby fussing, so I went in there, and she was fussing at Oakley because he kept taking her toy out of her hand, and she is not afraid to tell him no. So it was like they were arguing over the toy. It was so funny. But I'm so glad that we got Oakley. One of the reasons why we got Oakley was so Abby could have somebody else to play with. We're not quite ready for a baby yet, so a puppy was the next option.
I bring my burden again to my Father and my friend. I sing hallelujah. Anytime, any place, you stand beside me and wait. I sing hallelujah. I bring my burden again to my Father and my friend. I sing hallelujah. Will you fill me here and now on this holy ground?
Okay guys, I promise this is the last time you're gonna see my bedroom in this video, but we're finally getting the freshly washed comforter put back on the bed, and the room is now back in order and clean. I cannot tell you guys how good it felt to have it clean and all the laundry put away and everything unpacked. I'm so glad that I went ahead and knocked it out, and when I did, and I did not procrastinate it.
Into your face, all my fear falls away, singing glory to you, God. You undo me again, my Father and my friend, singing glory to you, Lord. I look into your face, all my fear falls away, singing glory to you, God. You undo me again, my Father and my friend, singing glory to you, Lord. Will you fill me here and now on this holy ground? Your peace
Okay, so I just had groceries delivered, so I just thought I'd do a quick grocery haul. So we've got Artisano, I don't even know how you say that, Artisano Sara Lee bakery bread. This is my favorite bread. We use it for sandwiches, for toast, for, you know, whatever you use bread for. So we've got that. Philly cheesesteak buns or rolls for Philly cheesesteaks. Rotini pasta for sausage pasta that I'm going to be making next week. Chicken broth for Marry Me Chicken. Lasagna noodles for, you guessed it, lasagna. These are for the Marry Me Chicken, and these are what make it. They are so good. I had never had these before. Until I made Marry Me Chicken, and oh my goodness, they are so good. They make it. And they're sun-dried tomatoes. So, we love these Sister Schubert yeast rolls. We use these for just various dinners that we have throughout the week. These actually remind me of the rolls. If y'all went to public school, they taste just like those rolls that you got at public school, and they were so good. So we got that. We've got garlic breadsticks for the lasagna. I actually was gonna make lasagna tonight, but we're going over to a friend's house for dinner tonight, so have to figure out when I'm gonna make that. But crushed tomatoes for the sausage pasta. This is our favorite tomato sauce for lasagna. And then we've got a few packets here. I've got ranch dip mix. I'm going to make this ranch dip for when I'm going to be making chicken wings. And we dip that in this dip. We dip those wings in this dip, and it always tastes so good. So got that. Fajita seasoning mix is for the Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. And I saw this online, and I thought I'd give it a try. I've never tried it before. It's garlic parmesan wing seasoning. So I'm just going to toss the wings in here, and it even tells you how to make the wings. So there you go. So I've actually made wings in the air fryer. Hang on, baby. I made wings in the air fryer, and they're so good, but our air fryer isn't big enough, and it takes forever because I have to do it in several batches, but they are really good in the air fryer if you've never tried them. We got liquid smoke. I'm going to be making, or my husband's going to be grilling some steak. Garlic powder because we were out. I use this like on everything. Cream of mushroom soup. I've got the cream of chicken, but I'm going to be making on Sunday some smothered pork chops in the crock pot. Hopefully they turn out good. This is the first time me trying it. We got church on Sunday, so I thought I'd throw those pork chops in the crock pot. That way that we've got lunch when we come home. Abigail Grace, no ma'am. Some bacon pieces. I'm going to be making twice baked potatoes. Seasoned croutons for salad. We've got over here. So the wonderful thing about Walmart pickup or delivery is that if they do not have a certain size, they will substitute it, and sometimes you get an even better item. So like if you get off-brand whatever, you get name brand. But in this case, I bought a party size bag of chips, and I guess they were out, so they got me 2 normal size. And I feel like at the end of the day, these are getting more than if I had the party size. So we got 2 of those cheddar and sour cream chips for sandwiches for lunch. We got Doritos for tacos later in the week. Onions, russet potatoes. We've got green beans. Sliced provolone for the, I keep wanting to say Salisbury steak, and I know it's not Salisbury steak. It's Philly cheesesteak. There we go. For the Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, we got sliced Colby Jack for sandwiches, and we got hard salami, smoked ham, and pepperonis for sandwiches. The mushrooms for the smothered pork chops, the poblano pepper, and various peppers, bell peppers here for the Philly cheesesteaks. And again, I ordered a gallon of milk, and I guess they were out, so I got 2 half gallons of 1% milk. So actually, we used to get 3% milk or whole milk, and my stomach cannot handle it anymore. So we are getting 1%, and my husband. So we would get whole milk, and then I'd get 1% for myself because I love milk. And my husband tried 1% one time because he was out of his whole milk, and he's pretty picky, but he said he didn't mind it, so that works out for us. So we just get 1% now. Hazelnut creamer. I'm on a hazelnut creamer kick. Usually I just do French vanilla because that's what my husband likes, but I've been into the hazelnut creamer lately. So heavy whipping cream for the sausage pasta and the Marry Me chicken. And then I always get these for salads, and I put on my sandwiches. It's just romaine, hearts of romaine. And then we got sour cream and ricotta cheese for the lasagna. So that is all. Oh, we got more over here. There you go. Abigail Grace, what'd you do with my melts? I got some candles. I'm out of my Bath and Body Works candles, and I don't get Bath and Body Works candles unless they're on sale. So, Island Breeze, I've never tried this before, but I just smelled it and it smells really good. I also got some melts, but my daughter has hid them somewhere. Oh, y'all. And then I got these rawhides for Oakley. I know they're probably not the best. I've heard that these are not made of the best. Y'all, this mama is desperate because he keeps chewing up everything in my house. Oh, here they are. She put them where they go. You're so smart. You gonna put the groceries away for me? But these are the melts that I got. They all smell so good. I've had this apple blossom before, but this wild lavender and linen, it smells so good. So I'm excited to melt that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the groceries away. Get these all up.
I know that you are having a hard time right now.
everything seems to crumble around you. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best for you.
Okay, so now we're gonna be making a lasagna, and you're gonna need ricotta cheese, Parmesan cheese, Prego traditional tomato sauce, an onion, and mozzarella cheese for the top. We're making this lasagna, preparing it for dinner. We're going over to some friend's house, and I was going to go ahead and prepare this, I went ahead and prepared this so it would be ready to just be thrown in the oven that night. And you can never go wrong with a lasagna. This recipe is my go-to recipe when we have friends over or we go to a friend's house. If you have a friend that is pregnant or expecting soon and needs some freezer meals, this is a great one. For anyone, any friends that are mourning, if you want to make them a meal, this one is the one to make them. And it's so good, and it's super simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So I'm just dicing up the onion here, and this is my dad's recipe. I'm not sure if this is just something he made up or where he got it from, but this is how my dad makes his lasagna, and we really like it. So just dicing up an onion here, and I'm doubling up the recipe so we have enough for our friends. And I know I made too much, but we ended up eating on this for the next few days, and I got to freeze some of the meat too for spaghetti, so it works out. So I'm going to brown this meat and throw the onions in there as well and let those cook. While that is going on, I also have a pot of boiling water with salt in there, and I've got the noodles cooking. So basically you're just going to get all of your elements of your lasagna prepared, and then the assembling is the hardest part. Not that it's hard, it takes a little bit of time. But I'm throwing in this tomato sauce once the meat is cooked and letting it boil down for a little bit, and then just gonna let that sit and simmer for a little bit while the noodles are cooking. Now that the noodles are cooked, you're just gonna start forming your lasagna. So start out with your pasta, lay down your noodles here, and then you're going to layer your ricotta cheese on top of your noodles. And I'm just using my fingers, just seems to be the easiest way to do it for me. And then you put your tomato sauce on top, your lasagna sauce on top. And I like a lot of meat sauce in my lasagna. And it's funny, our friends were joking when we went over, they were like, we're pretty sure this is like the world's records heaviest lasagna. it was pretty hefty lasagna, but we definitely had enough for everybody. Alright, and it's as simple as that, guys. So once you've got that layer, you keep going and repeating the process. I ran out of ricotta cheese here near the end, so I had to substitute that with the mozzarella, a little bit of mozzarella cheese, but it still turned out really good. Put on your last layer. You are then going to top it off with a lot of mozzarella cheese, and sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on top of that as well. And then you are done, guys. That's it. You can freeze it or you can go ahead and cook it. You'll cook it at 425 for 20 minutes, and then you will broil the cheese on top until it is nice and bubbling. Now the next recipe is smothered pork chops in the crock pot. So you'll need 6 boneless chops, 6 ounces of baby Bella mushrooms, cream of chicken soup, this minced garlic here, and I just used the canned minced garlic, cream of chicken, cream of mushroom soup, paprika, I believe it's a teaspoon of paprika, but I didn't measure, I just put in what I thought. Half of an onion. The recipe calls for beef broth, but I'm using chicken broth today because I had no beef broth, and I'm actually making this on a Sunday. We have church Sunday mornings, and I get in the mood every now and then to make a crock pot meal. I love coming home to the smell of food cooking in the crock pot. So I got this recipe on Pinterest and it turned out really good. So right now I am slicing up the onion and saving the other half for a recipe that I will need later in the future, I'm sure. About everything that I cook with has onion in it. But now I'm putting in the pork chops. You're going to layer your pork chops down at the very bottom of your crock pot. And once you have done that, you will then layer your onion, sliced onion, and mushrooms on top. So you just mix this together, and then you're gonna pour that gravy over top of the pork chops and let that cook either on low for 8 hours or high for 4 hours. And I cooked it on low for 4 hours. And y'all, when I tell you, this smelled so good when we came back from church. One of the other great things about cooking in a crock pot.